Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chapter 5. Chapter 5 deals all with division. What we're going to focus on today is Lesson 5-1, which is on pages 253 to 258 in your textbook. It deals with using mental math to help you divide. Before we get started with that, though, I want to review the three very important parts of a division problem. First, in green, for my problems, the first number, the total number of items you are going to be dividing up, is called your dividend. Quick way to remember that: dividend, it's on the end. First number. My second number, in orange here, is called the divisor. The divisor is either, depending on your problem, the number of groups you are breaking your total into, or the number in each group that your total is. And finally, in blue, we have the answer to our division problem. The answer to a division problem is called the quotient. Those are three extremely important things to remember when dividing. The dividend is your total number. Divisor is the number of groups or the number in each group. And finally, the quotient is going to be the answer that is produced. So let's get started with 5-1, which is using mental math to help us divide. Here you see I have three very similar looking problems: 36 divided by 9, 360 divided by 9, 3,600 divided by 9. I'm going to use the same basic fact to help me solve all three problems. The first one, very simply, if I have 36 items and I divide them into 9 groups, how many items will be in each group? If you know your facts, you can think about it this way. Blank times 9 is going to equal 36. If you're not sure of that, let's skip count by 9s and see how many times we skip count by 9s to get to the number 36. 9, 18, 27, 36. I've hit my target number. It took me 4 times to count by 9s until I got to 36. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 36 divided by 9 equals 4. I'm going to use the same basic fact for the following two problems. I could skip count by 9s until I get to 360. But a much easier way to do this is to use the basic fact we just used above. 36 divided by 9, we just figured out is 4. And just like we did with chapter 4 in multiplication, I have a 0 in my problem, so I'm going to bring that 0 to the end. So 360 divided by 9, you get a quotient of 40. Finally, I'm going to use the basic fact again for the problem 3,600 divided by 9. Buddy up my whole numbers. 36 divided by 9, again, is 4. This time, however, I have 2 zeros that I'm going to bring to the end to get a quotient of 400. Hopefully that problem helps you out a little bit. Let me do 1 or 2 more examples for you to make sure that you have a good understanding of it. The next problem I'll do, 7,200 divided by 9 equals what quotient? So again, what we're going to do here, my dividend, my total number of items being divided is 7,200 items. I'm going to say, for this problem, I have 9 items in each group. That means my quotient is going to tell me the number of groups I'm going to be making. This looks like an overwhelming problem, but again, if you do your basic facts, you'll be in great shape. The basic fact I want to do here is 72 divided by 9. If you know your facts off the top of your head, you're probably a step ahead of me and done with this problem. If you don't, remember, we can skip count by our divisor. In this case, it's 9, till we hit the target number of 72. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, and 72. I've now hit my target number. How many times did I skip count by 9s to hit my target number? Well, it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So 72 divided by 9 equals 8. However, that is not my final quotient. I have 2 zeros in my problem, so I need to bring those 2 zeros to the end of my quotient. So my final answer is going to be 800. One last example for you. Let's do 350 divided by 7. So again, I'm going to do a very basic fact to solve what looks to be a very large division problem. In this case, 35 divided by 7. Again, if you know your facts, you're probably ahead of the game here on me. If you don't, we can skip count by 7s until we hit our target number of 35. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. It took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to hit my target number. So I'm going to put my 5 as part of my quotient and bring my 0 from my problem over. One final problem, where sometimes we get a little tripped up, I'm going to do for you here. My dividend, my total, is going to be 2,000. And I'm going to divide those 2,000 items by my divisor, which is 5. And I'm going to come up with a quotient. Now, there is no basic fact for 2 divided by 5. It's impossible to do. In this case, you have to buddy up your 2 with one of the zeros next door. Now I can solve the problem. My basic fact here is 20 divided by 5 equals what our quotient will be. I'm guessing many of you know your facts of 5s. In case you don't, I'll skip count for you. We have 5, 10, 15, 20. I've hit that target number. 20 divided by 5, it took me 4 times. And then finally, I've used this 0. He does not get moved over. Just the 2 zeros that I have remaining move over. That's important to remember. Since we buddied him up with the 2, he's out for moving over. We've used him already. I hope this helps you a little bit with 5-1 for dividing. Again, it's on pages 253 to 258 in your textbooks. This is going to be one of the stepping stones as we move into tomorrow's lesson, which is going to be using compatible numbers to divide. Thanks for watching the video.